my orchid jungle, and it is a Sunday, very beautiful day, still chilly out, but sunny nonetheless. Still doing my watering, got some stuff soaking, Brasavla hybrids. Um, you know, I know I've been talking about this plant that it failed to bloom for me in 2019. And this is a cross, which is Dendrobium farmeri crossed with deciduous dendrobiums. So it gets a dry rest, although the last few years been giving it a little bit more water than I probably should. And it usually blooms around this time of the year. This is my farmeri. This is a new farmeri that I just got in the fall. My prior farmeri used to bloom. Hey, Dimitri. My old farmer, I used to bloom. I used to miss the blooms because I would always be in Italy. Hey, Shallow. Um, and it generally blooms from the top of the canes, from little nubbins that come from the top, look like it's mature enough, where this one has previously bloomed, and these are where it would generally bloom from. Hey, Denise, you're here and here. I think there's a name. As I was watering, I saw a node that looked like it was. Now I'm sure. Is this it? No, it was more green. The one that I saw was completely green. So, because that's pretty much what happens, they start out the same color as the stem, and then they brown. You can see they're brown. I have not yet. My night oven right there, I think. I believe. I don't know. Now I lost it. But anyway, maybe it always used to bloom first or second week of April. First, no, it would be around this time because I would come back from Italy and the blooms would just be over. It would be about this time. So maybe it's not gonna bloom. I don't know. But I'm really happy about this, that growth on my citrina, Cyclia citrina. I just logged on Nina the Ninja, so you didn't miss anything. Just back here looking, I don't know if I pointed this out, but this is something that I hoped was gonna do good things for me last year. It put up two new growths, but then in the fall they both aborted because I left them outside in the rain. But there's another new growth, so I am very pleased. This is my EPC Charlie Brown, which is a very vivid red flower. This is my Skeptra that I mounted in the video. It's getting a little bit less light than it usually does. It's mounted on this mount that I got from Natalia, just zip tied to the back. The film right here, spikes are looking pretty nice. I'm site where I got these plants from, and I noticed, hey, Orchid Delirium. I noticed today on eBay they have a couple more of these in spike. and they're right about the same price. Well, they are the same price I paid for them. They were $48, and I think two of them have for two spikes and three. There's what's that over there? Wait a minute. Is that another spike? That's a spike. I just saw that. Yeah, I didn't think that was bad at all. It looks just like this. I had to raise the pot. I had lowered the pot thanks to Sharon. Sharon has two or three of these grammatophyllums. Not this one, but he's got. She's got the big one, Stepiloflor. Not this is Stepiloflorum, but she's got the big one, Scriptum maybe. So yeah, those look like they're buds that are coming down. This is a very stinky flower, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Jerry the snail, I got you. You know, I thought that. Hey, Denise, I thought that thumbnail looked familiar. Um, and these are some of my Brassavolas that are new and old. And what the heck? Lost a tag on that already. Hopefully, I'll find that because I know that I just watered this one. Ugh, sheesh. And yeah, that's the polyanthum crossed with anosmum. And I keep knocking into this encyclia, which I'm sure it's going to break off, unbeknownst to me, something on my back. And there it fell. Out of the pot, of course. What does that mean? Does that mean I have too much? I think. Okay. This is still a lovely thing. I think there is another one of these or two. I've seen these on, and I tell you, this is a beautiful thing to have. Much more coconutty than Tenifolia, and the color is to die for. Color to die for. That's the Yamada. And I know they have it on my, you say that, Denise. Uh, but anyway, I know they have that on that site that I gave the name of on eBay. I know they have another one of those. And Lady Rothschild is still looking nice. Although that flower down there is gone. I should pull that off and press it. Yeah, I favor this over Max 10. The fragrance is definitely more intense. Uh, yeah, I know, Ninja. I know. Let me see what else is happening. Something smells. That still smells really, really nice. That is my Mock Chow Yu. Really, really nice. This is my new Angkor that I just got. It's my Jumelia fragrance. It's mounted. Right now, the piece de resistance in my greenhouse is this. My Golden Aya, which smells like lemon custard. I take spent bloom pictures too. I think especially some of the flowers that change colors, even when they are withering, they still have character to them and they still look really nice. I do too. But yeah, this is really, and it's very much a long lasting flower. The one thing that I really love about this flower, and I'm kicking a bucket, is the way that the back, it's like a little dimple. I love that. That's like, I don't know. It's a little erotic to me. I don't know why. It's like a little fanny pack. I don't know. Thanks, Nina. If you could smell it, I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells just like lemons. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. And I know that there's another one on that site too. I know there's one that's in bud now. So when you whoever gets it will get it right when it's about to open up. And that's going out. Of course, that's my Frederixianum. And this is still, although, yeah, the flowers are kind of going over. And you are right. It's the flowers started at the end, and then they still were they're working their way back up this way. So there's still a couple flowers yet to open. They are very delicate sexual parts. You are correct. You are so correct. And it's very well wrapped. I tell you. I tell you. They are very well wrapped. I mean, I just think that's very nice. Let me see if there's anything else. Nice bud on. Well, there it is. It's right there. That's the Phalaenopsis. And then I've got these Cattleya flowers that we've all seen. They just opened the last couple of days. Down here, there's my Tenifolia. Another flower down there. What I was reaching back here, what I was reaching back here for was my Max Berlin, Max Berlina, which is Tenifolia aurea, which is the yellow one with variabilis. And it didn't bloom, but you can see all of the growths that are coming up on the plant. I mean, there's a new growth right there. Hey there, Fernanda, I didn't see you. Good day, or it's probably evening there, assuming. But yeah, I'm hoping to see some blooms on this. Nice big plant. And that hangs out back there. And I moved my Schilleriana over here. But yeah, someone was asking me earlier about the temperatures, and no, it's not. It's not warm enough yet, unfortunately. Uh, it is today's temperature. It's cool outside. It's probably 50. It might be 60 degrees outside right now, but it's windy and it feels a lot cooler than that. A whole lot cooler than that. At night, it's about still gets down into the 40s. So I won't. I'll probably wait until it gets into the 50s for me to put them outside. I have to wait. This is my Nemoria Walisi. It's got that new growth on it. Gets a lot of water now. I was trying to dig down into. I just have it potted in loose tree fern, and hopefully this growth will get as big as last year's growth, which was somewhere. Wow. Okay. Last year's growth is over there. So I want this growth to be bigger than that. Uh, my Daichia, which is right here, it still has that flower bud on it. That's right there. That's a fragrant flower. One thing I've noticed about some of these plants, and including, I would say, probably my Treacherriana, they're very susceptible to. I try to use rainwater. In the summer, I use all rain. Well, I can't say that because let me just say there are certain things that I only use rainwater on, and the Daichias, my Pescatorias, a lot of things that sit here, they only get rainwater. But I still think that one of those are buds. I'm not sure if that one back there in the back I don't, that looks more like a growth because you can see it's got another, looks like it's a leaf coming out. But this one that's right there, but then again, I'm not sure because they do extend out from the plant some, sort of like about as far as that spike right there. So if that's a spike, it's got a lot of, yeah, me either. I keep it moist. It sits on this tray and it's sitting on top of the humidifier, and it's 85% humid in here, and it's 66.9 degrees. So this is a very humid area. These things over here like a lot of water, I have found. Um, Nice root coming out. This is one of my Dendrobium nindi right there, and you can see the new growth about to merge right there. So that's exciting. My other nindis that I have are not looking so good. I mean, this one looks okay, but the big one that I have is looking not so well. But I think hopefully that it's okay. This is my discolor that's still, maybe it's aborted the growth or it's not stopped growing. I'm not sure. What else can I show you? I still have, thanks for showing up, Dimitri. We'll talk soon. But those are two more flowers that are going to open soon on my Bulbophyllum adorable upwind. And I'm really liking the new growth on that Cattleya. I think that's a jungle, no, Panicarota times jungle gem. So it's probably very similar to my jungle spots. Well, but it's got Panicarota, and Panicarota, I believe, it's more of a pink and white, but it's still got a lot more growth to go. We will see, hopefully. This is still one of the most fragrant paths that I have smelled. The Joy Spring Canary Taipei, that is so fragrant. And I had really hoped that this Phalaenopsis over here, which would be a first time bloom for me, was going to be open. And that's Sago David Peachy. But I suppose I'll have to wait and show that tomorrow. Supposedly it's got fragrance. That's a first time bloom. And of course there's my Sertorchis, my hybrid. Those buds are still progressing. Still a while for that to do anything. Let's see. This encyclia is still, although it does look like some of the buds on the end there, look how they're yellowing. I don't like the look of that. Looks like those are going to blast, but there's still going to be a lot of flowers on that blooming. And that's a very fragrant flower. I know that Peter Lynn has these right now. I know. Encyclia ruefully profuse, diamond orchids. Yeah. And that sheath is still putting out there. I know it is long, and I'm always moving it because it wants to always get caught up in that epidendrum back there. Every morning I come out, it's like these two are wrapped up together. Yeah. I've watered all of these today. I'm really trying to get these watered more regularly in the bucket. These are the Brassavolas that I got from Alan Black and from Peter Lynn. And they've all got new roots coming out. These are all recently just mounted. So, but they're again, they're all babies. They're just babies. Babies. What else? What else? What else? That's probably about it, I guess. Um, Let me go back here. I thought there was something over here. Maybe not. But I am liking the fact that this is my Dendrobium usati coral that I love because the color is so nice. And this pretty much gets a little bit of a rest in the winter, although it sits under this LED light. So it still gets a nice light. And I can look at the base and see there's growths coming up. So that is good. This plant blooms from the tops, the top of the canes. Little yellow clusters of flowers. Of course, this is still blooming as well. Can't forget her. My Cattleya borinjana, which is supposed to have some alba in it, but I'm not convinced that it is an alba. It looks exactly like the straight Frieza. But this Cattleya, I am surrounded. I am. It takes a special little maneuvering. But yeah, this is the other little Cattleya that I just found, and hopefully I don't knock that bud off. And that is, of course, that's my jungle spots crossed with Mark Jones. Oh, I found another one, guys. I forgot to tell you. Nice new growth on my Sheehan. But I found this right over here, if I can get back there without knocking something down. It is jungle, but trust me, this is a lot better than what it used to be. I found this. This will be a first time bloom for me. This has just been hanging out all winter. This is my SLC Sin Bowie Lady White Tea. I got this from Louisiana Orchid Connection last fall. It is a very, very, very red Cattleya, little mini Cattleya. So that's cool. I don't know. That's probably about it, folks. What time is it? It's probably. They do have great offerings over there. They really do. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. They really do. Um, and I'm such an orcaholic that I'm always on eBay and I'm always on. I'm actually working now, so all day at work, that's all I do is sit online and look at orchids because we're so bored. There's no business, but I'm still at work. Well, yeah, I, I just mean it. Yeah, it is more organized than it has been in past winters, is what I'm sort of referring to. I never had a rack up here. Um, I really just stuffed things in here and left it. And when I wanted to water, I would force my way to the tap over here and just hose everything down and then run out of here. I really didn't pay any attention or look at stuff. I did look. It's probably, I don't know, as long as that leaf is there, I guess I should leave it. These are my little rescue files. But I really didn't do any maintenance. I didn't do anything with the floor. I didn't do any plant maintenance. I didn't spray anything. I just let it be until the spring when I got them all out of here. And I really can't wait because I really want them so bad to be outside. I just can't wait. Can't wait. I want to get that organized soon because they need to be going out. Probably hopefully the temperatures will get above 50 and stay at 50s in the night, so I can move them out. But yeah, this year I've been trying to, it's always better for them to be in an environment where it's clean. And I had to organize it so I could keep it open all the way from one end to the other. That was my problem. was because both doors actually were cut off. I could only get in from through the house, and that already in itself made it like a warehouse because there was no flow to it. If that makes sense. And it was just difficult getting through. I bumped my head. It was just housing them. And so I am still trying to figure out whether or not I prefer the warmer temps. I mean, I'm going to have to, if I'm going to grow Phalaenopsis, I'm going to have to keep it warm in here if I'm going to grow Phalaenopsis because they will not survive in here if I don't turn the heat up. So I am hopeful that this plant makes it through my repot that I did a couple days ago. I am hoping because if I lose this, I'll probably never find another one. Hey there, Spencer Aloysius. Very mild winter this year. Uh, but still, I had to keep the heat on. It was kind of a trial and error because I got a new heater and it's a more powerful heater, but I'm used to only putting it on low and letting it ride. This one is not so. Uh, it's not that same way. It's I can't explain it, but it was harder to it's harder to manage, harder to keep it at a moderate temperature. It's either high or low. Seems like it to me, which is not a good thing. Uh, but I do think they fared a lot better with me being out here and misting them. Like for instance, some of these plants, like my trichocentrums, for instance, probably wouldn't be waking up now if I had not been out here and misting them and giving them water because as you can see it is completely waking up. And these get a pretty much a dry winter's rest. And if I believe that looks like it's two growths coming with a nice root. And here's another trichocentrum that's got growths coming up. And here's another trichocentrum, not quite as active as the others. And then here's this trichocentrum right here, which has got a couple of growths that are coming up. And there's another one. So yeah, things are happening. I still think that this is going to do something eventually. It's just taking its own sweet time because I think clearly those spikes are still there on the plant. Those are two active spikes and there's one right there. Those are active. I'm pretty sure. That's my Leptotes bicolor alba. And that sits there. So yeah, everybody, I suppose I should let you all go. Thanks for joining me. I'll end for this one with you, for you, Spencer, since you have the best Guatemalensis. Sleep tight, Fernanda. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. And enjoy your orchids. Thanks for watching. Bye.